All right, 7th grade. If you are not yet finished with the lesson 9 in language, you should not be watching any more of this video. Please, if you are not yet finished with lesson 9, do not be watching this. This is the video for Thursday, April 23rd. Grading lesson 9 and reviewing for Quiz 2, which is on Friday. Quiz 2 is on Friday. So get lesson 9 finished and then you can watch this video. I need to make a correction on lesson 7. Lesson 7 on the diagram, number 9 on the diagram. On the dependent clause, it was late. I think I told you that the predicate nominative there was early. I think I said that it was early. Most of you could probably see, but the predicate nominative is it was late. So check that one out because that's when you're graded. So if you have late there and you have it marked wrong, that is correct. It was late is correct and not it was early. Early is on the top line there. All right? Lesson 9, I want you to carefully grade. Actually, let's just check this diagram out. You do not have to grade this diagram, but I just put it up here so you can see what it should look like. This is number 17, page 31, lesson 9. The sentence is, Travis fixed his dog Tiff a cozy bed by the wood stove. Subject, Travis fixed. What did he fix? He fixed a bed. Direct object would be bed. Travis fixed bed. Who got the bed? Indirect object, dog. All right? Tiff is the what? Tiff is in a positive. Okay? So dog, Tiff, in parentheses. And then underneath the direct object, you should have a cozy. This prepositional phrase, by the wood stove, I could also handle as an adverb phrase. So if you have this phrase either here or here, by the wood stove is saying which bed, but it also could say where he fixed it, right? So I can handle either place for that prepositional phrase. That's number 17, and you do not have to keep track of that. That's just for see how you did, see how well you did on that diagram. Now let's do number 19. Number 19, the diagram is already given to you, so let's just talk about it. I'm not going to put it on the board, but grade this one. Number 19 needs to be graded. So number 19, you apparently have a gerund, right? So on the top part, on that gerund, the gerund phrase is visiting. And then the direct object after visiting is home. The appositive is Monticello, the name of the home. So visiting is the gerund, home is the direct object off of the gerund, and Monticello is an appositive off of home. And then underneath home you have his, an adjective. Then you need to go down for the verb. Underneath Monticello there, the verb is was. And predicate adjective is treat, and then A is underneath treat. Okay? So the clause, the independent clause, visiting his home, Monticello, was a treat. That's on the top part. You have the gerund, visiting, home, Monticello, his, and then the verb is down on the main line, was, treat, A. On the dotted line, you should have after, and then the subject of the dependent clause, we, verb, had studied, and then the prepositional phrase about Thomas Jefferson. So carefully grade that one. If you need to hear it again, go back and do it again. Make sure you grade it. Keep track of the number wrong that you have on 19. Number 21. Is appositive phrases, appositives. So the appositive phrase that you should have underlined in number 21, a gigantic loaf-shaped rock. and you should have rock circled. That is renaming Ayers Rock. You should have Ayers Rock, and then renaming Ayers Rock a gigantic loaf-shaped rock, and rock is circled. It's a positive. Renaming it without a linking verb. 25. You should have me circled, and it is objective. 31. Just this first part of spelling, you should have interrogated, spelled in the blank. Number 32, beautiful. 33, ascend. 34, terror. 35, assist. 36, trepidation, sorry. And 37, regal. All right? So those numbers, carefully grade. 19, 21, 25, 31, 37. Keep track of those numbers wrong. We now have the week's worth of work graded, and I told you in every lesson which ones to grade. I will remind you on Friday what it is, but add up the number wrong of everything that you were supposed to grade, and that number wrong should go on Quiz 2 then when you do Quiz 2 on Friday. And again, I will remind you of that. Let's look just quickly at the first part, the commas. You do not have to grade this, but I would do this. Make changes if necessary. Number 1. So you had 13 rules about how to use commas. 13 rules. And you're supposed to, in the blank, write the number of the rule that is used, and then put the commas in the correct place in the sentence. Number 1, the rule is 7. And the commas go after Joe. Joe, comma, reading the encyclopedia article, comma, took notes as he read. Reading the encyclopedia article is a non-essential phrase, okay? You don't need that phrase. It just adds interest to the sentence. It just gives details, all right? But you don't necessarily have to have it, so it's not essential. Number 7, the rule is set off, non-essential phrases are set off with commas. Number 3, the rule is 12. You use commas after greetings and after the closings of letters. So you say, respectfully yours, Lauren Kaufman. Respectfully yours, comma. All right? And that's number 12. Number 5 is number 1. When you have a series of 3 or more items in a series, they are separated with commas. So you have a comma after Australia's rural areas endured floods, comma, droughts, comma. Number 7. The rule is number 5, and number 5 is you set off a positive phrases with a positive phrases or a positive adjectives. You set off with commas. So you should have New Zealand, comma, and then you have a positive phrase. Australia's neighbor to the southeast, comma. So number 7 is number 5, rule number 5, comma after New Zealand and southeast. Number 9 is rule number 8, where you use commas to set off 2 or more adjectives that modify the same noun. So the rule is number 8. For number 9, the rule is number 8, and you should have a comma after brilliant. Number 11 is rule number 5 again. You have a positive phrase. Donald Williams, comma, one of the freed hostages, comma. Number 13, you have, it's rule number 5 again, and you have a positive adjectives. Tell me the story, comma, plain and simple. Plain and simple are the positive adjectives. Adjectives that come right after the noun they modify. Number 15 is rule number 2, and this has to do with the fact that you connect independent clauses what does it say exactly? You're connecting simple sentences to form a compound sentence, okay, with the comma and the conjunction. So you should have a comma after flour mill, after mill. Tina works at the flour mill, comma, and Joanne helps mother at home. All right, that's that part. Your quiz, what you need to know for Quiz 2, which you will take on Friday. Quiz 2 on Friday. What is a misplaced participle? You need to know the definition, I think, will be there, and you will put misplaced participle. Participle phrase that modifies the wrong word. What's a participle? Participle is a verb form used as an adjective, right? Participle phrase at the wrong place would be something like this. Ellie, running under the bed, screamed at the mouse. All right? What's out of place there? The misplaced participle is the phrase running under the bed. Okay? Ellie screamed at the mouse running under the bed. The mouse was running under the bed, not Ellie. All right? Ellie could crawl under a bed maybe, but she couldn't run under it very good. Right? That's what a misplaced participle is. No adverbs and adverb phrases. Use your reference sheets if you need to for these parts in the quiz. Adverbs and adverb phrases. Adverb phrases are prepositional phrases that modify verbs or adjectives most of the time. Most of the time it's verbs, sometimes it's adjectives. Right? No participles and participle phrases. Okay? And that one participle phrase, running under the bed, that's a participle phrase. Or you could have a one, this is going to be running again, but the dog running through the woods stepped in a trap. Okay? Running through the woods is a participle phrase. Saying which dog? That one running through the woods. Right? So participles and participle phrases. Participles are verb forms that are used as adjectives. I think the exercise says underline the participle and put an arrow to the word they modify. Okay? And it has 6 points possible, and it's 2 points for each one. It's 1 point for the underline and 1 point for the arrow. So if you remember that, and I'll send a short video out with final instructions for the quiz Friday morning. Relative pronouns and adjective clauses. Okay, know what the relative pronouns are. Again, those are on your reference sheet. And know that they introduce adjective clauses. All right? Appositives and appositive phrases. Positive is nouns that rename other nouns and pronouns without a linking verb. Okay? So, Ellie, my amazing daughter. My amazing daughter would be in a positive phrase, and Ellie, a daughter would be the appositive, renaming Ellie without a linking verb. That is basically what is on Quiz 2 for Friday. Again, Friday morning I will give you a few instructions. So, have a good day.